What's up, y'all? You're listening to Husker Hype Radio. Listen and subscribe on Apple, Spotify, and YouTube. And if you're looking for more fun, head on over to Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter and follow us at Husker Hype Radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to episode number 60. What is it?
67.
Yep.
So welcome to two more episodes closer to episode 69 of Husker Hype Radio. Folks, I'm Eddie Rosenthal. We got Aaron Worsfold, Dr. E-Rock rocking the Dylan Raiola jersey. Jesus H, baby. Look at that thing. Hey, I know if Dylan goes down on Saturday, then Eli, you might have to stuff that thing in your pocket, take it out, and say, Coach Rule, I'm ready to go.
No, I'm running to the sideline. I'm grabbing whatever part of Raiola's body is injured. We're injecting it with the shot, and he's all good to go.
Yeah. No, if anything happens to one of his limbs, I will raise my hand and say, cut mine off right now. Let's go. Put the kid in. Let's go. But that's not going to happen. That's just a what if. That's just a what if. Folks, this game on Saturday, Fox Sports 1, October 5th, 2 p.m. Central Time game, Rutgers at Nebraska. It's going to be 96 degrees for kickoff.
Ooh.
Woo-wee.
Good year for Nebraska. Good year for Nebraska to move into that right sideline.
That's what I was just saying, bro. Imagine being on that fucking east sideline, dude. You're going to be sweating your dick off on that thing. Not fun. Eli and I will be there. I really don't give a shit because either way, I'm going to cheer my head off. I might be close to passing out on some screams, but that'll be okay. Because if I do, Eli will save me. He'll give me the trust fall. You know, like I'm not worried about that at all. Hopefully, we're not too many fireball shots deep in before we don't even remember what goes on during the game. That's a big goal of mine. That's a really big goal of mine this week is to not drink so much before Colorado game. I was fine, Aaron. I think we did pretty well.
Yeah.
I might try to not drink at all before the game.
Well,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I might just go in sober.
Okay.
Fully dialed.
You're somewhere to go in Nebraska sober. So that's 4 Busch Lights and 2 fireball shots.
Yeah. I drank in my sleep. You forgot.
That's Husker sober.
You got to make sure, Eli, you got to make sure to let Ed try one of those Cornhusker lagers. Or I guess, have you had one of those yet, Ed?
Oh, no, I have not, dude.
Yeah, review that for me and let me know what you think.
We'll get a couple of those.
Maybe we split a 6-pack of that. We split a 6-pack of that before the game.
All right.
Nebraska is favored -6.5. The over-under is 40.5. Fellas, what do you think about this spread? You think it's fair?
Yeah.
Yeah, home field advantage adds a couple points to it. I think it would be like a 4-point game. Nebraska, maybe 3-point game, Nebraska's favor. Home field advantage gives it the +4, +3.
Okay. Yeah, I think this line is pretty fair. Nebraska wins by a touchdown, obviously, probably by a few. 3:00 game that weather might play into a factor as well. You know, New York, I imagine that at this time it's pretty cold in October. These boys are going to be coming, get that Midwest humid heat, feel something for once. You know, I'm excited, man. I'm excited to be there. If you guys see us, come say what's up. Don't be shy. Make sure you bring a pen if you want us to sign anything, because I'm not going to have one on me. You know,
if Nebraska's losing, don't ask. Don't ask. If we're winning by 28 and you ask me to be quiet, again, don't ask. Don't ask.
Yeah, exactly.
Nebraska won't.
All right, let's get into the. No, they won't be. They won't. We're doing a lot of what if questions today, and we need to stray away from that. All right, fellas. Let me turn the light on here. Get it started.
What did he just say? Did he just say get it? Oh, he said, oh, okay. I mean, fuck, dude.
Oh.
Eddie's falling.
What did you say? Eddie, I didn't even hear what you said before you left.
I said, I'm going to turn a light on here, get it started.
Oh, I thought you just wait for me to get it started or something like that. I was like,
No.
I mean,
okay.
Damn it, the keys of the game are the fucking same every goddamn week. Where do we start? Offense, defense?
Defensive line, running the ball and stopping the run. It's the same thing every week. Big Ten football, run the ball, stop the run.
What was the name of their running
running the
back who's a
ball.
dog? Moan
Get a
Moan
weird-
Let's
guy?
talk about this whole Rutgers team as a whole. This is the most probably complete team that we've played this whole year. The first test, Eli marked this before the season as the toughest game we'll be playing before Ohio State. Eli, what do you think about this Rutgers team as a whole?
I think it's a Greg Schiano football team. They're gonna play boring football. They're gonna try to get in a fist fight with you, 6 yards, 4 yards, 5 yards at a time. And they're gonna try to break our defensive line down, our defense down, and then be able to run the ball on us in the fourth quarter. If we do bad tackling like we did against Illinois, we will get beat because their running back is the best running back we might play all season. And yeah, I know we play Ohio State, but this dude is a dog.
Yeah, so these defensive keys, I mean the D line up front, Kyle Managi for the Rutgers. He has 589 yards on the season, 6 touchdowns, 950 total yards rushing. So their running backs behind him aren't too bad either. Yeah, I think they got 2 or 3 guys behind him that can run the ball too. And yeah, it's going to be about tackling and not letting him stay on the field for too long and doing the game plan that every team is going to do against us for the rest of the season, which is don't let Dylan Raiola and that Cornhusker offense get on the field.
Mhm.
I think it's
So I think it's
going to be a very similar game plan to what Iowa brings to the table when we play them. I think it's going to be a very similar game plan to Iowa. And same kind of game. Rutgers tries to play the same kind of game, field position, special teams, win the game ugly.
Mhm.
yeah. And it all starts in the trenches. This Rutgers offensive line has only had 4 sacks allowed this whole game. Nebraska 16 sacks this year, second in the conference. So I think if we get those guys behind the line and not let them get to the second level, stop that run game because their passing game isn't great. Kaliak Manis, the old Minnesota quarterback, you guys remember him last year when we played Minnesota. Stupid little bitch. Like he's gonna finally have a taste of coming into Lincoln and see what that's like. You're not at home anymore, buddy. You're far away from home. You know? So I think I like our odds on the defensive side as long as we just play as long as we do the fundamental things right. We know we got guys who can make plays back there, but when we get in position, are we going to tackle? Are we going to wrap up hats to the football? Like that's the big question. And if we do that, I think we'll be sound on defense. And that also comes in that's where we come in, Eli, on third down, on first down, on second down, on fourth down. When the blood, all of 90% of the blood is in our heads, and we got to get the people around us to be doing the same thing, get on that same level. That's what it's got to be. A crowd is got to be a big factor in the game, just as every home game for Nebraska.
Yep. I think you nailed it, dude. I think you fucking nailed it.
So yeah, the only thing I'm worried about, honestly, is that running back, 589 yards, 6 touchdowns.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think just the rush D in general is kind of worrisome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sire Wright in for Tommy Hill again. Do you think we'll see Tommy Hill play?
I don't think we need to. This isn't going to be a passing team. Indiana will be and Ohio State will be.
Yep. So yeah, save his foot for those bigger passing team games coming up against the Rutgers. We just got to really hold him down. And yeah, we match up better than them on the secondary, I believe. Offensive keys, fellas. Let's go to the offensive keys. My first thing I put was run the damn ball. Let's see if we can win just by running the freaking football, man. Their rushing defense, I'm looking right now. Rutgers rushing defense is ranked 98 in the country with 172 yards per game against them. That's probably I don't think that they're the best rushing defense that we've played so far this year.
No, Illinois is definitely better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So if we get a good mix between Emmett Dante and Ramir, then I think that will be very healthy. And only pass if we need to pass, man. Honestly, let's
I,
see what we
I
can do.
I don't agree with that as much. I think Dylan Raiola is the
What?
best player on our offense.
Right, but let's almost try to find a sole identity this game. I think, and just pound him if we can with running the football.
Have we been able
Then
to all
then
year though? Have we been able to run the ball at will when we really need to all year?
no, no,
No.
we haven't
I
either.
don't think it's going to start against Rutgers.
I think maybe the key is just to have it stay on schedule. Like just
Third down.
consistently, yeah, just consistently have us in manageable positions where we're not fucking behind schedule, where they're obviously looking for the pass or looking for certain looks. But I agree with both of you in the sense.
Yeah,
I think the biggest thing this week will be when our offense crosses the 50, not stalling out on that first drive past the 50. We have to come get a first down because our field goal kicker
right,
can't make that range right there. He's proven
right.
that. We can't stall out
Yeah,
right there.
it might be especially important, Aaron, to stay on schedule in front of the in Rutgers territory because we don't want to have to rely on our kicker. If we can get it to a 4th and 3, 4th and 2 inside field goal range, then we fucking go for it, dude.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, that's a higher probability of scoring points. We're going to score we have a higher probability of scoring 6 rather than scoring 3 right now with the way our kicking game is going.
Yeah.
And
Uh,
I don't
Another caveat, I feel like to rushing the ball a little bit, or just having an identity of being able to rush the ball when you want to is I asked this a couple weeks ago. We want to keep our defense on the field. We don't want to have them gas. Because there's been a few games this year where there's been 8, 9, 10 minute drives multiple times, and that's just going to keep them gassed. And we want Dylan on the field. It's a hairy line we're at right now.
yeah.
It is because we have just enough of an explosive offense that we want them to score as fast as possible. But if our defense is on the field, they're going to be worn out by the second half and they're going to be running the ball down our throat. So yeah, that is a
Yeah.
little tricky element.
Yeah, if the defense is playing the way they've played, then I know 6 points is 6 points, but do we kind of want to almost, in a sense, slow it down a little bit or be more conservative with our play calls when we could take a shot? Let's run the ball here, type deal. It's hairy. It's hairy. Aaron, very good point.
I think I'd take the offense because if we go back to last year, we would have done anything to have an offense that could score. We'd been like, yeah, I don't care when or how fast, please score the fucking ball. We just need to score. So
Right.
I think it's more entertaining of a football team to watch, and I'd rather watch an offense that can score at will as opposed to having to ball control the football because your defense gets tired.
Yeah, well, compared to last week, we just need to come out hot. Like we just need to score
Yeah,
14, 21 points in the first half. Hopefully have a lead
Yeah.
at halftime. They only score like 7 to 10 and then play a complete game. Am I wrong to think
I
that
was
we
just
haven't
going to
played
say that,
a
Aaron.
good complete
I was
game?
just going to say that. Can we have a complete game this week? A good first half and a good second half. If we do that, bro, we can beat fucking any team in front of us. Seriously. Like if we play 4 quarters of complete football where what we saw in Purdue second half, what we saw in Colorado first half, that is a dangerous football team, dude.
yeah.
That's a fucking those are some fucking dogs in the top 12. That's a top 12 football team.
Mm-hmm.
It's
And
college
I
football
want to do
playoff
that.
team.
A college football playoff team, a college football national champion. And I want to see that shit.
I'm going to ask a question for you boys. I mean, that's not a player thing though. That's kind of a coach thing, really. Or what? Am I crazy to think that? Or what's your
Having a
take?
complete game.
Yeah, kind of.
Well,
Like,
it's weird because when you think about it, I almost want to say more of a player thing because if it's a coach thing, then you'd see both halves being off because nothing can get done. But when you see it happen in one half and not in the other, you go, why? It's almost underperformance, I feel like, from the players.
yeah, I think I'm thinking more of maybe like the Illinois game, the Colorado games, a little bit of the UNI game where we just didn't really have much in the second half at all. The first half, I feel like for Purdue was, oh, we have excuses between the weather, all the rain, and the penalties. I feel like we have a little bit of excuse for not scoring in the first half. But the games where we've come out flat in the second half, so those are the ones that scare me more.
Right. Yeah. I think finishing strong says a lot more about a team than not starting out strong. Um, but also to our point, what would this team look like if they finally played all 4 quarters of football soundly? You know?
Top 12 team, playoff team.
Yeah, that's college football playoff team.
We
That's
got a
one that
punter.
knocks out.
We got a punter, I can tell you that. Brian Buccini. That boy, he's turning it on a little bit. I know we talked about it last pod, but Brian Buccini laying the stick and putting 3 balls inside the 10-yard line is Big Ten Punter of the Year award. Eddie, are you good?
We got. Dude, wrong pipe there, fellas. Holy shit. Yeah, but Will Buccini, he's been on and off even this season. So are we going to see the Buccini that is the Buccini, or are we going to see the guy who's flustered or whatever it is?
Yeah.
The weather's, I think it's only supposed to be hot as shit out. That's all it is. There's no wind, nothing like that. Just hot as balls.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be interesting. Who do we want out of all the running backs to get the most carries? I know Aaron's answer. I know his answer. Ramir Johnson. Eli, who do you got?
Dante Dowdell. Break them down. It's going to be 96 degrees. They're going to be on the other side of the field. We send the heavy guys at them. 4 straight quarters. Break their will. Greg Schiano is all about toughness. We break their toughness. We show that we're a team not to be messed with.
I like that. I was going to say Emmett, but you swayed me. But I think if Emmett does his job as being the finisher after Dante Dowdell breaks him down, like we said 2 days ago, they're a 1-2 punch.
Can we have a tie? Can we have a tie? Like 8-8 or 9-9.
Yeah, but it doesn't work that way because some guys are hot on some weeks and some are not on the others. But that's the perfect scenario.
Yeah.
But I just don't think it will work.
I feel like Ramir is more. I don't necessarily want him to get the most carries because I think Dowdell's maybe the more productive back. I just think Ramir is just such a ball player where he can come out of the backfield, he can catch passes, and he just has a. I don't know. I just like his swag, bro. He's got swag.
Here's my question: what about maybe some packages with Ramir at H-back? Because his body type is almost more of a receiver than it is a running back. He's a shorter guy. He doesn't weigh as much. He's speedy. He's got moves like that. Like to me, that's an H-back type player.
Sounds like Ja'Cory Barney. And
could we maybe see some coming down the line? Yeah, well, Ja'Cory Barney's in the game.
The question is, who do we take out if we put it in?
That's true. It's a good problem to have, Eli. It's a good problem to have. We really got so many fucking players. And then also it's like, let's put Carter Nelson in the backfield. He can do it. But then who's going to,
Yeah, who do you take out? Yeah.
It's awesome. And that's something I think that the coaches have to figure out and really kind of hone down personnel-wise who the best players are for what yardage, what down, what situation in the game. That's honestly, I think right now is probably for the offensive coaches, one of their tougher things to do is figure out personnel for the right times in the game,
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay, so that was all running for offense. Passing, we kind of talked a little bit about passing, but the Rutgers, as they've only given away 4 sacks, only have 4 sacks this year. They have 3 interceptions. So this makes me think that Dylan Raiola is going to have a good amount of time in the pocket back there. And I can only imagine that our receivers, how big they are, explosive, fast, quick, the fucking dogs that they are. There's no way that there's a Rutgers player on the secondary better than any of our receivers athletically. There's
Facts.
no fucking way. There's no fucking way, dude. We're Nebraska. They're the Rutgers, Like,
yeah.
So I think if it does come down to it and we can't run the ball, then we'll be fine passing. But I just don't know if I want this game necessarily to be controlled or counted on by how well we pass the football.
If it is, I'm so confident that we win the game.
Yeah, I think so too. Let's kind of I want to go back to the running game here. In between the tackles, not a lot of success. But why aren't we doing more? We do the Ja'Cory Barney jet sweep passes. Why don't we do more like HB toss plays or HB stretch? Like where are those at, and why aren't we doing those? Do you have any idea why?
I'm sure they're.
Because
I'm
our
sure they're.
perimeter blocking on the outside is good. Alex Bullock blocked 2 people last week. Fucking Jamal Banks can block. All of these guys on the perimeter can block. I don't know why we're not stretching it out more. It's interesting to me.
I agree. I think I brought that up last week.
Sorry, Aaron.
No,
But it's a good point to bring up.
no,
So it's a good
yeah,
point.
I agree. There's just, do you guys ever watch like other college football games and you just see plays that look perfectly executed and you're like, why the fuck does Nebraska never run something like that? Like even just like some
Yeah.
play action over like curls with a throw just like to Fedoni. We don't really do that much either.
Yeah. I mean, the offensive play calling, it's not working though. You know, it's not like it's just like the offensive line. I don't know if it will win us football games, but it sure as hell isn't going to lose us football games.
What do you think, Eli?
I think it's tough with watching other programs play. I mean those plays that they have practiced. Who's to say that we haven't done some of those plays and they've been called back because of a flag or somebody ran the wrong route or the wrong direction? You just don't get to see it in the game. I think we have
Right.
enough. Are you talking about like I guess like explosive plays or like trick plays or just
Explosive, I think, is what you're talking about, Aaron. And a lot of those have been called back. Purdue, the Fedoni, the Ramir run, the other Ramir run against Colorado. Like,
Would you guys label our offense as like what's seamless? Not that's not really the word, but it's just like I don't know. I just don't get like a very well-oiled machine vibe from it sometimes, which is a little alarming.
I maybe I would put it just at the top of my head. It's like the Big Bang Theory, dude. It has the potential to fucking explode, like just fucking go off of this Richter. But right now, there's a few atoms that aren't in the right place. Once you get that all connected, bro, this offense ran by Dylan Raiola is the best offense in the nation. We're Husker Hype Radio. Can I
There
can
we
I
are.
not? Yeah, yeah.
Jalen Lloyd, Corey Barney, Malachi Coleman? They'll be coming up with Carter Nelson. Awesome.
Malachi Coleman hasn't even fucking played this season, dude.
A red shirt. People are going to forget
Yeah.
about it, which is a good thing.
Yeah, but he
Right.
might play at the end of the year when there's only a few couple games left.
Right.
National championship, the college football playoff game before that one.
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh, that's a good question. Do your red shirt games count in postseason? Do your red like
Yes.
do you do that?
Mm,
They do?
yeah.
Bummer. So we're gonna have to wait until we get into the playoffs to play Malachi Coleman because we're gonna play 4 games in the playoffs until the national championship. Wow. We won't see Malachi till the playoffs, I guess.
It's all good. He can remain a secret.
All right. Defensive keys, offensive keys. We got that covered. Offensive keys is just be the offense that they've been being, but play complete. Same with the defense. Be the defense that they've been being, make tackles and be complete. All through all 4 quarters. Play all 4 quarters. I think that is the key of this whole entire game for the defense and the offense is to play 4 quarters of smash mouth, fuck you football, as Will Compton would say.
Yep.
Or defense, stop the run, offense, convert third downs.
Convert third downs and inside of field goal territory. Don't rely on the kicker. Don't rely on our special teams.
No, we're going for it on every 4th down.
Yep.
What do you think it has to be for Matt Rule to pull the trigger on field goals this week? Inside the 20?
Like I would say
fourth and 7, 4th and 5 or longer inside the 20, inside the 25.
4th and 6 or longer.
Really?
Yeah.
Because then, yeah, when you think about that, if you're in Rutgers territory and our defense hopefully being as good as they will be,
Mhm.
then you don't have to worry about that too much field position wise. You know?
Well, like the logic too is your kicker's like fucking 50-50. So even if you make or miss it, like, or if you
Probably
don't get the
less.
first, yeah, if you don't get the
Probably
first
more
down,
times
like you're
than that.
like the odds are you kicking it and them getting the ball right there anyway. So might as well fucking go for it.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, that's very true right there.
And we want
Very
the
true.
ball in fucking Rayola's hand, baby. That's keep
Yes.
the ball in the
Yes.
best player's hands. Dylan
Yes.
Rayola, Ja'Cory Barney. We know all the fucking names, dude.
Yep.
John Hall, I feel sorry for him. I mean, like,
I don't make the fucking kicks, bud.
Yep,
But
exactly.
are kickers too soft nowadays? Do
I
they
think
not have
everybody. I
do
think
they not have
everybody's
the
too
mental
soft. I think
toughness?
everybody's too soft nowadays.
That's true. That's fucking Gen Zers. God damn it. I was born in the 1900s, motherfucker.
My
Bro,
goodness.
I
My
was looking up
generation.
Ryan Williams last night. Ryan Williams was born in 2007.
That's insane. Oh,
That's fucking
heck.
like he
Oh my.
doesn't even he was 2 years old during the Bo Pelini era, bro.
That's fucking insane. That is insane. I'm 10 years older. It is crazy
Yeah.
that I'm this age now and I'm like, I used to be younger, and then I used to be the same age, and now I'm fucking getting old, a lot older than these guys.
Yeah. And now our happiness depends on 18 to 22-year olds.
Yeah, and I'm like
We don't need to
crying
clarify
about
that.
it.
We don't need to break it down like that, bro. We don't need to break it down
And
like that.
and I
True
cry
though.
every time I
Eli,
walk
we
on the
gotta face
field.
reality. We gotta face reality. When I see a 19-year-old leading my team out there, I go, that's my hero. This guy is my hero. Eli, you bought a 19-year-old kid's jersey and his name is on the back of your fucking back right now.
And
You
you
know what?
donated an
He's probably the
undisclosed
greatest
amount.
quarterback we've seen in Nebraska in our entire lives. He is the greatest in our entire
He
lives.
is.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
is.
true.
That's
Yeah,
true.
dude, we should start looking up the season stats and stuff like that and see what this kid might get, bro.
I think he just broke 1,000 yards.
We're like a top 5 passing team in the nation.
Yeah, he's thrown for more yards than Heinrich Harvard did all year last year.
All right. Do we want to go picks, fellas?
Yeah, we can do picks.
What anything else for the game? Score predictions. Score predictions.
I'm gonna say 24-10, Nebraska.
24-10 Big Red. Nebraska
Yep.
covers.
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna keep it. Let's get 3 games with a score of 28-10. The third 28-10 score. It's a thing that happened last year. We had 10-13 3 times, I think, last year with us losing. Let's do 28-10 this year with us winning.
All right, I'm fine with that.
I think I gotta go 31-13. 31-13. We're breaking 31. We're breaking 30.
I would
Okay.
love that. I'd love for that to be the case.
I mean, if we said like we want it to happen and they play 4 quarters of football, they have to score more than 28 points.
If we
Because they
play
scored
4 quarters of football, I think it would be like 48-7. If we truly play our
all right,
best.
then I switched my score. We're playing 4 quarters of football. It's 48-7.
Okay, all right.
I'm listening to the doctor, bro. I'm taking my prescription and putting it in my mouth. 48-7. We're playing 4 quarters of football. The doctor has spoken. All right.
Football.
Let's go right now. Michigan State at Oregon. Oregon minus 23, over under 52.5. That's a big spread for Oregon, man. And I don't know if they've proved themselves yet, but it's at Oregon. So I'm going to go minus 23 Oregon.
I'm going the under. Would you say 52.5? 52?
Mhm.
Yeah. I'm going the under.
I'm going head to head with E-Rock. I'm going over.
All right.
All right. Next one, UCLA at Penn State, minus 27.5 Penn State. Ooh, I forgot to put the over under in this one.
Let's see if I can go find it quick.
Well, I got UCLA 27.5.
You got them. You got them
Yep.
covering.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I do too.
It's a lot of points.
That's a lot of points. I mean, it is at Penn State, but what did Brett Bielema say? It's a lot tougher to play at Nebraska than it is to play at Penn State.
Yeah. So
So the over under is 46 and a half.
I'm so
Uh,
fucking pissed that we lost to Illinois. So you said or what did you say there, E-Rock?
UCLA
UCLA.
plus 27.5.
yeah, we both have UCLA covering.
Uh, I gotta go under. I gotta go under. Penn State's not
Under?
gonna score that. UCLA might not fucking score, dude.
Yeah, I like that. That makes sense. Purdue at Wisconsin minus 14. Wisco over under 45 and a half. Give me the under on this one, bro. Or give me the under on this one.
Yeah, under as well. Terrible offenses.
It's going to be like fucking 10 to 13.
So we're at Wisconsin. Ah, fuck, dude.
Wisconsin is fucking dog shit, though, dude.
Yeah, but Purdue also is fucking dog shit.
Right. So then there's that under. There's that under for you, dog.
I think I'm gonna go Wisco minus 14, maybe like a something to prove game. Fuck Purdue. I don't know. That's what I'm doing with
Who did Wisconsin play last week? USC.
Yeah, they almost beat USC.
Crazy. All right. Iowa at Ohio State minus 20 and a half. Ohio State is favored 45 and a half over under. Eli, what do you got?
Iowa plus 20.5. Kirk Ferentz going to play boring football, ball control football. Ohio State's going to find a way to win because they're more talented, but this is going to be my parlay of the week. Old Iowa here, plus 20.5.
Wow. Aaron?
I just think that Ohio State is fucking good, bro. I'm going with Ohio State 20 minus 20 and a half.
Give me that too. Give me that too. Just because of that, and also it's just fuck Iowa. You know, Eli, you're really gonna be so last week Eli's bets went down because he picked Georgia over Alabama, and you're gonna pick fucking Iowa over OSU, and that's gonna be your killer, bro.
No, not
Just
Iowa
don't-
over. It's Iowa point spread. Just against the
I
point.
know, but
Not against.
still,
It's not over Ohio State.
I mean, like I could see the final score being 41-7.
I could
Could
too.
be, but that Iowa defense currently typically doesn't give up deep shots. They don't. They're going to play running the ball football. Their running back is leading the country in rushing yards right now. You know they're going to have a good offensive line. They always got some good white corners that come up out of nowhere. But we'll see. I might be wrong.
Ohio State's got a salty defense. I gotta go Ohio State.
All right, Indiana at Northwestern. Northwestern, it's Indiana minus 14, over under 41 and a half. I gotta do Indiana minus 14.
Yep.
I mean if this would look good for when we play them next week and beat the fucking brakes off of them.
Mhm.
You know? So just let make it look good for us, Indiana. Indiana minus 14.
All the boys got Indiana, it sounds like.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. IU.
Now this next one, Rutgers, Nebraska. We already said our score predictions. They all come within the spread, so might as well just put that down. Unless somebody wants to do the over or under, but I'm doing the spread.
Spread.
All right. Michigan at Washington. Washington minus 2.5. This line weirds me out.
This is interesting, isn't it?
This line, what does Vegas know?
Well, Michigan played close with Minnesota last week. That's what all this is about. People think that Minnesota should have got a flag to tie the game up with a field goal. Michigan hasn't been playing that great, but it's still Michigan. Plus 2.5.
Yeah, it's still Michigan, bro. And also plus 2.5. That's a good line for Michigan too. It's not like it's plus 1, you know, and I think they're going to win anyways too. So
Yeah, it's number 10 team in the country against an unranked team.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, seeing that was Washington lost to Rutgers last week.
Yeah,
I gotta
Right.
go Michigan.
you got to go Michigan. USC at Minnesota. USC is favored by 8. The over under is 51 and a half. looking at this, fellas, it's so weird right now. This is a weird college football season as well as NFL season. I feel like nobody really knows who anybody is yet.
Mhm.
Everybody's kind of got a loss or two here, there, and there's this team that beat that team, but then that team beat this team, but that team also then played that team that beat that team.
Mm.
You can't fucking tell right now. You can't fucking tell. And this is a tough one for me. But I think I'm gonna go SC -8.
I'm also going SC -8. I think just talent, just pure talent and coaching.
Right, right. PJ Fleck is a dumb fuck.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go over. I gotta hit the over.
Over. You think Minnesota can score 25 points, or you think Arizona or USC can score 40?
I think USC can score points and they don't have a great defense.
Yep, I agree.
So
I like that. I do like that.
yeah, Washington scored 21 last week. Michigan scored 24. I mean, I think that or 27. Yeah, I'm gonna do the over.
All right, fellas, into the Power Four. Some tough ones. I think the ACC was the toughest for me. I was bouncing back and forth on these games. And just like my last point, where you just really don't know who anybody is yet. But I have Syracuse plus 6.5 against UNLV.
Syracuse plus 6.5. Okay.
Yeah,
Eli, what do you got here, kid?
You said ACC,
ACC.
Boston College +1.
BC +1. I was just
Who are they
looking
playing
at that.
again?
You said who are they playing?
Yeah,
Virginia, right? Or Virginia Tech?
yeah, it's one of the two.
Virginia, yep. Uh, give me Miami at Cal game day -10
You know why I didn't mess with that one, Aaron?
because you knew I was gonna do it or something.
No, it's because it's the first college game day at Cal ever, and weird things happen, bro. Weird things happen. Cal, Stanford, those are the type of teams that you don't even expect it to happen, but
Yeah.
it
So here,
happens.
my logic here is Miami had like a borderline L last week to Vautech, so I think they got something to prove at game day this week. That's my
Yeah,
logic.
and also Miami so far for us on our